Unfiltered Fitness, episode 5. I am Phoebe.
I'm Charlotte.
I'm sure you all know who we are. Yeah. Anyway, today's episode is one that I think we're going through ourselves at the moment, hence why we wanted to talk about it. And it is, how do you deal with lack of motivation, post-race blues, and just that general bleh.
Yeah, the blip between events.
Yeah, I literally feel like at the moment I'm just la 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 la, just floating by with no... It's weird because I've gone from last November training for Amsterdam Marathon to recovering quickly through an injury for my ultra marathon in Morocco.
Yeah.
To then recover again in December to go for High Rocks doubles.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, which was meant to then go straight into Paris Marathon, which I didn't do, but then went straight into the ultra.
Yeah.
So when I actually take a step back, I'm like, damn, I haven't stopped.
Yours is way more crazy than mine. Mine was literally injury, told not to do Snowdon Marathon, but did that in October.
Oh, yeah.
Then I was actually fine because my injury had kind of gone leading up to that. Then literally nothing until Glasgow in March this year.
You say that, but you were still training.
Yeah, still training, but I didn't have anything else booked apart from that. And then, Manchester High Rocks, the relay as well.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. I forgot about that.
So there was that. Then there was Glasgow High Rocks in March. Then meant to do Stratford Marathon, didn't do it, injury. Then
we are like a mirror image.
Meant to do Birmingham Half, didn't do it, injury. And then Ultra.
Did I do Birmingham Half?
Yeah, you did it with Tan.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot. So I had Birmingham Half in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if that is not the definition of me, that I am just, I like to be duff.
Have something coming up, yeah.
I've always been like that ever since a little girl, even down to like when I go and do my food shop, to when I come home and clean the house, or when I have a shower, like everything is structured and laid out.
Oh yeah, I will write down everything.
Do you? Oh, see, I'm not that bad. I don't write it down, but I do have it like structured. So like if my parents randomly say, oh, pop over, I'm like,
no, you ruined it. It sends me into a spin.
Yeah, or I'm like, I have half an hour, and then if they're late, I'm like, no, you wrecked my whole plan.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that actually did happen on my dad's birthday, and I got told off a little bit for that one. Oh, you've got no sense of urgency, I've got stuff to do. And they're like, what do you have to do? It's your dad's birthday. And I'm like,
well, now you put it like that, I don't have that much to do.
Yeah, I was like, well, you did tell me to get here for 5:30 for dinner, and then dinner came at 7:30.
Oh, 2 hours.
Okay, maybe I'm lying. Maybe like 6:30. It felt long to me. Anyway, yes, I like to have stuff planned.
So when I go to my brother's, it's great. He says like, oh, like I went to his yesterday. Yesterday. And I was like, I'll get there for 6:30. And he's like, okay, got there. 10 minutes later, food, done.
Oh, see, this makes me happy.
That's not my brother, by the way. That is my brother's girlfriend, not him. But still.
Boo to brother. Yeah, so I think that sums up why I'm in such a slump now. So post-ultra, because of how busy I've been, and my body has just given up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You slow down and your body has a chance to kind of go, hang on, like, you've done a lot.
I have done a lot. So now, my goal at the moment, I keep telling myself to why it's okay, is to just relax.
Yeah.
Get recovered, get strong again. But it's weird. I'm like...
See, when we got back from the ultra, I obviously had that week. I didn't do anything. And then everyone was like, oh, what's next? And I was like, well, nothing. I haven't got anything booked. Blah, blah,
See,
blah.
that actually just turned my stomach then.
See, when they was asking me, I was a bit like, oh, like, I've got nothing booked. Like, that's not right. And then started this training plan with, like, Chad, Lamar, Ozzy. And now I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
I'm in, like... strength, want to get as strong as possible. Also
wait there. Before you go into that.
Sorry.
You've skipped from...
I'll redo that.
Yeah, you've skipped from ultra, rest, back into it.
Well, yeah, it was the ultra. Then the week when we got back, didn't do anything. Nothing, just walk the dog. Because that's all I could do, walk the dog. With my knee. It was that screwed. Even then, my knee would, like, buckle on me. Anyway. Then that started to get better. So I was doing upper body. And then jumped on this training plan. It was probably like 2 weeks after.
So did you not feel like any kind of post race blues?
In
or
the first week, yeah, because people were like, what's next?
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, actually nothing. But then after that week, when I started training again with a whole new kind of outlook and goal on training, I was like, yes, sick, let's go.
Joe, we are so like yin and yang.
I think it's because of the people that I'm working with now and the environment that I'm in. If I was on my own, like you are, for example. No,
that was such a shot. Part of my head like
I didn't even mean for it to sound like that.
Felt that one, babe.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You know what I mean, though? Like,
yeah, I get what you mean.
You're on. No one else is on the same plan as you. Exactly.
No.
Like, obviously, when you go into the gym, you got your non-negotiables now. We can talk about those later. But that you're the only one on that plan, kind of thing. If that was me now, I'd be like lost. I'd be like,
do you know what? Actually, yeah, I think that's probably why. Because on all of those I've just spoke about, all my training, it was always with people, wasn't it? And then we went into our high rocks training phase together.
Never spent so much time together.
I know, we literally were like 24/7 double session together. And then it went to ultra training, which again, there was like 20 odd of us doing it. Yeah. So we had people. And now that everyone's kind of, everyone's trying to do their own thing, recovering, different goals.
Yeah.
Like, I have made myself a new, and my own plan that I'm going to follow, which we'll go into. But yeah, I'm on my own. With no other like joint motivation, no one else to keep me motivated. Like before, when we were training for high rocks together,
exactly.
When I didn't want to go, you were like, "Come on, Phoebe, like get out, let's do it," and vice versa. And now I'm like, "Well, I haven't got anything coming up. I don't want to go to the gym." Yeah. And I'm just about. When was the ultra?
17th of May.
Why did you know that off the top of your head?
Because it was a traumatic day. If we're being specific, 17th into the 18th. For me, anyway.
Oh, that's funny. I was like, no. Anyway, so almost a month later, or 3 weeks later.
That's gone so fast.
Yeah. I now, just about this week, since starting my new plan, I've started to get motivation again. That's how long it's taken me.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was like a week or two less.
Yeah, you were just... But again, you had a different... You had a change of environment,
yeah.
I was just, like, plodding along.
Yeah.
So...
Coping strategies.
I feel like you didn't really need any because you got a new job, got straight into it.
Yeah.
But
if I didn't...
Or did you add in any coping strategies to get out of this slump and to get motivated again?
I think if I didn't go full-time into the environment that I'm in now, then I would probably still be in a slump. But because I'm surrounded by 3 other people that are training kind of for very similar goals, and members as well, they're invested in our training. They're like, oh, what did you train today? Like they want to know the ins and outs of the sessions. They're like, oh, how did you get on with it and stuff like that.
That is
that environment that I'm in. I've got no way of kind of being in a slump because people are so interested and are so driven the same way as well.
That is literally like you are a product of your environment, isn't it? If just plugging it there. But it is true when everyone says to me, like, how do you stay so motivated? Granted, I've had a slump of not being motivated, but my coping strategy to get out of it was keeping around those people.
Yeah.
Like, we are human. We are all going to have those times when we're not motivated. Like,
yeah, fair play to people that do it on their own.
Guarantee. Yeah, I could never. When I see these people who like run, train, and their fitness circle isn't a fitness circle, I don't know how they do it. Like, what motivates me is seeing everyone like drop it in a group chat or posting up, going, oh, I've just done this, or seeing them in the gym, and I'm like, oh, you're hella sweating. You've worked. That was literally me today. And I was like, oh, Sean, Si, you're really sweaty, and I've like not done much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and work out harder. Like, it motivates you.
Yeah, it does. Did you do your... we'll talk about those now. Non-negotiables. Did you do them twice today?
Well, I don't agree with this twice.
She gets the boot out of this challenge. Sean?
we've already had this argument today. So basically... Yeah, we have. Sean has decided that he wants to do non-negotiables, what he's called them. Hasn't said when it's going to stop.
Yeah.
So we'll find out. And he's chosen to do 100 crunches, sit-ups, weighted, however you see fit that kind of movement, and 25 burpees every single day. Right, this is what he originally told me. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll jump on that. It'll help keep me accountable, keep me motivated, give me something to do every single day. Cool. And now he's changed it, you prick, to after every session you're in the gym. Some of us train twice a day.
Sean trains twice a day sometimes as well.
But I don't know how his abs, I actually thought I'd ruptured an ab today. Like, oh my gosh, the agony. I don't know how. That's why I've said I'm not doing it twice a day. I will do it once a day.
More sustainable to do it once a day.
Yeah.
Like, you're more likely to keep up with it. Yeah, and now how many people have you got on it from Rock Up as well? You put it in the chat. Was it this morning you put it in the chat?
Yeah, actually. I think there's about 10 different people doing it now, so it's not mine. It's Sean's. Yeah, go Sean. But we did have someone today in the gym comment on it. We were doing burpees, and she said she doesn't do them anymore, but she managed to do 100 burpees in 9 minutes 30. So that works out to be about 10 burpees every 30 seconds.
Fuck off.
Yeah, disgusting. Because she
no chance.
Yeah,
Is she a frog?
Probably, but she was doing a charity thing where she wanted to do, or she had to do 3,000 burpees in that month. And she was saying this, and me and Sean were like, So we've decided we might change it so that the 100 crunches and 25 burpees are for this month's non-negotiables.
Yeah.
And then next month we'll do something different.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Every month do something different.
To keep us accountable and keep us doing it.
Yeah, that's way better. Do it every month. Different thing.
So if you had any ideas on what we could do next month, which is a little bit spicy.
Can you include the sled somehow?
No, it's got to be something you can do at home
body weight.
just in case.
Oh, okay. Press-ups is one straight away there.
Do you know what? We were saying that, but I'm actually scared to do like 100 press-ups a day because I will come out like a Dorito. I will be like a She-Hulk. I won't when I walk through a door, I'm like,
move out of the way.
Yeah.
No, there's a guy that goes to our gym that walks literally in like this.
Oh, definition that you don't train legs.
Yeah, no, but he's like holding his elbows out on purpose.
Oh no, that gives me the ick.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, that takes us back to what I was going to say is my new plan for my motivation is to get strong again. So to kind of get me motivated and back into the flow of things, I haven't got a race. I do at the very end of the year, but that doesn't count. I haven't got anything.
I'm just blocking that race out.
Forgetting about that. I haven't got anything like time critical. So my goal at the moment is to get strong again, to rehab my injuries, and to build up my running slowly when I'm ready to.
Yeah.
So at the moment, no running for me. I'm a fully fledged gym girl. And it's only been a week, and my body...
Are you enjoying it?
I am loving it.
Yeah.
Because I used to be just a gym girl, just weights.
Same.
And I think the first 2 days, I was like, this is boring. I hate it. And now I'm loving it. And do you know what? After just a week and a half, I can already see a difference.
Yeah.
But I can grow muscle quite quickly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, if I do 100 press-ups a day...
You're going to be wham.
I will be coming, all you lads at Rock Up, like with your buys, move aside.
The shoulders are going to...
So, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one.
Yeah, fair. Mine is, very similar again.
Yeah.
It's like looking in a frigging mirror. To get stronger. Get fitter. Like, we were saying, like, I think Chad was saying it, he, like, on the Saturday, where we do that big class, he's like, I want to be fit enough so that I can come into that and not, like, feel like I'm dying. But he's like, I don't want to train for, like, a high rocks or something like that. Obviously, we wanted to do London.
Yeah.
Still nothing, but...
We're still on the lookout for London High Rocks tickets.
Even if it's pro, we'll do doubles.
Yeah.
We've already done it before.
Anyone's got them. I've got no shame. I'm asking. Plug us up right now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Rehab, whatever was going on in my hip. I think we've pretty much got the same hip injury. But my knee, fine.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I went to see Jo. She's my lady who we all live by for our sports massages.
Holy Grail.
Oh my gosh, Charl. I've never been in so much pain. This was the worst one.
When?
Ever. I went to her on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because I've started doing all my strength training again and...
You're a lot tighter.
Yeah, my muscles aren't used to it, so I'm trying to recondition. So I've probably got another week or two of my body getting used to it.
Yeah.
Everything was just... whew. And because of where my injuries have been, I've got so many imbalances that I kind of knew about but
kind of ignored.
Yeah, and I wasn't like hyper aware of them.
Yeah.
Now I'm hyper aware of them. And she was going over everything. I've never screamed so much in all my life. I should have set my watch off because I was...
Heart rate.
Yeah, I was sweating. The backs of my knees inflared. All of my tendons, tight. And obviously my hip. So definitely no running for a while.
Yeah.
My left leg, weak.
Yeah, same. My whole left leg from knee up to hip is just shocking.
We are literally the mirror.
Yeah. But I know my knee's a lot better now because like we'd done the bike session yesterday. Oh, that bike blows up your quads. And the session that we did was ridiculous. But that was fine, like no knee pain whatsoever. Whereas last Wednesday, I'd done that bike session, then went to Pure Gym, did a leg session. Put 14 kilograms on the hamstring curl, which is quite light for both. No, for both my legs.
I don't do hamstring curl.
It weren't single, it was both my legs.
Okay, that's quite light.
And I pulled it, and my knee couldn't even pull 14 kilograms through both legs. I was just compensating on the right side. So I scrapped that. I didn't bother doing it. But I think now if I was to go, I don't think it would hurt as much because after the bike I didn't feel it at all. Whereas last week I did. Anyway.
Yeah, we've totally got off track. What were we talking about? Not having made... You can see that when we planned this episode, we had no motivation. And now we've had this week and our plans are going into a flow. Our motivation and our spark has come back.
Yeah.
Because
I've
now
got crazy motivation.
About...
And because tomorrow we do deadlifts on a Friday and I really like deadlifts, so I'm just...
Yeah, you've been smashing those. Fun fact, I literally... So Marcus has been away for 2.5 weeks, whatever it is. So I naturally always use that time to lock in again.
Yeah.
Because...
No distractions.
Yeah. No distractions, nothing else to do, so I'm like, may as well lock in. And I've locked in my food, I'm meal prepping, I'm sticking to it, because I haven't got anybody scramming down donuts next to me. And I literally, because he comes home tomorrow for a little bit, and I literally messaged him and was like, I'm so excited to see you, but please do not disturb my flow.
Don't ruin my mojo.
So don't offer me takeaways. And don't moan at me when I want to go to the gym because I'm in a good flow at the moment. To be fair, he knows now. He's like, okay. He's like, he just knew not to argue it. So we'll see if next week's episode I'm as motivated.
Yeah, let's actually, Marcus, don't knock her off this flow, please.
No, I'm good. I'm going. To be fair, I think we do need to do an episode about like fitness and dating and personal life. And
because I'm single and I'm really bored.
I'm in a relationship and bored. Oh, don't! I didn't mean it like that.
You can't insult Mr. Bean like that. Mr. Bean is hilarious. She's so horrible to Marcus. I said to her this week, I was like, oh, can you film on Friday? Because I finished work early. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And then, like, 5 minutes later, she was like, oh, actually, I can't do Friday. And I was like, why? She's like, that's when Marcus comes home. I probably should have remembered that, but I didn't.
I remembered, like, 10 minutes after.
Now she's saying she's bored while she's with him.
Actually, I did say to him today as well that...
Do you not get bored when he's not here?
No, yes and no. So, obviously, we're very used to having time apart.
Yeah, you are used to it, to be fair.
And I use that time to distract myself from being bored and getting upset and lonely. I lock into the gym.
Yeah.
So then I get excited about the gym and I don't get as bored.
Yeah, fair.
So like every day this week I've been to the gym.
So Marcus, what you're saying is Marcus is just as good as a pure gym.
Oh no, he's at least like a David Lloyd.
Anyway, you're just going to dig yourself a bigger hole.
Yeah, sorry. Do you know what? I don't even think he watches this.
Fuck him. Marcus, you're boring.
We could say whatever and he wouldn't know.
Have you got any habits that you, if you get a mental block... Why are you laughing at me? She puts me off, man.
Oh, it's like 8:30 at night while we're filming this and I'm usually showering and getting to bed. So.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, so why do you have to work so much? Anyway.
Habits to get out of a mental block or emotional stress, I don't know.
I go through the shock factor.
What do you mean by that?
like, I just shock my body. So, like, if I want to lock in, I don't half-hearted go into it. I'm like, right.
Oh, okay. No,
set the alarm, get going to the gym.
Yeah,
meal
I can't
prep.
ease myself into
Yeah,
it.
I've just got to go for it. And I do find that if I go straight into it and hold it for at least a week, then I'm locked in. Mm-hmm. Like, the same with, like, my eating or protein goals, anything like that. If I'm locked in with the gym, I'm locked in with my food.
Yeah.
If I'm not locked in with the gym, I'm not locked in with my food.
It's like...
I'm all in.
All or nothing.
Or nothing. Yeah.
I do, like... I think I do similar things. Like, when I got back into routine after Ultra, I went straight in, and, like, it was a heavy week to start off with, but then I was like, I'm all right now. But this is going to send me on a tangent, but all or nothing thing can either spiral you or like push you to limit, which is good, but you know what I mean.
Like, I did a screenshot today of what I've worked out on, and I was like, I've gone a bit extra there by accident because I got so excited, but then I looked at it and it wasn't too much, so I've started to try and do Stairmaster more often because I'm not running. I'm, like, definitely in a slump still about not running. Like, that's still, like, making me very, like, and just, I'm trying not to think about it. I try not to go on Strava and see everyone running because it does, like, twinge me a little bit. So I'm trying to get in my cardio through bike and Stairmaster. So I'm trying to do at least 15 minutes on it when I start out. So I did that today. I wanted to do half an hour. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, just for time to get back here today. Then I went to do my leg workout, and that just, it wasn't working. My back was hurting, so I thought, you know what, I'll cut that short. So then I jumped on the bike and just did 15 minutes on the bike. Yeah. And then the non-negotiables, and did hot yoga this morning.
That is quite a full-on day.
Yeah, so then I went and had a look at my Strava, and I was like, ooh. But that's because I've got my motivation back, so I'm like, toof, 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 toof. And I'm very careful that I don't want to burn out. So
yeah, exactly. That's the big thing about going all or nothing.
Yeah,
it's just the burnout that comes with it. But I think because we're not running, and it's like strength stuff, like gym girl stuff that like we hadn't done for ages. I think because it's so different. Like, if there was a burnout to happen, it wouldn't happen it wouldn't come as quick as it would.
I have set a goal. Sorry,
have you not told me?
No, I forgot. Well, you know, because my social media, I forgot. I've also set a goal to keep me accountable for, like, upper body and muscle up.
Oh, yeah.
So, if anyone wants to see that progress, I'm now on to black band.
That's
I've gone
good.
from green band, did that. What's next?
You did that purple.
Purple. Yeah, I did green band the first day, actually, which I was quite happy with.
Yeah.
Purple band, I've got pretty much now. And then I've done one on black band.
Then you got the skinny little red one.
Oh, let me get black band
No,
first.
no, I'm just saying, like, that's the one after, then it's...
Yeah. But that's, sorry, it just popped into my head. That is another thing that I've done to, like, get myself out of this slump and to get motivated. So I've put myself, like, miniature goals. That is a skill that I want to get.
Yeah, like mini milestones.
Yeah.
That's good.
Posting it on social media, for me anyway, on the fitness account, it helps keep me accountable. 'Cause I'm like, oh, look, I've done this week. Or I failed this week, and it helps me go.
I like to put it in my highlights as well, so I can look back through my highlights.
Yeah.
And you can compare, because obviously the dates are on it as well, so it makes it easier.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, just
that's
put
one
it
of
all
your
in your
coping
highlights.
mechanisms.
I guess so. I just do things without thinking.
You are literally, just...
Well, whereas I'm like that, but then if I make, like, a to-do list of what I've got to do in the day, it's time-stamped. Like, I even put in to my to-do list once when I knew I was going to be tired. I'll have a nap there.
I remember this.
You remember?
You are so type A and I'm type B. And do you know what's funny? The more time I'm spending with you, the more time I'm trying to be type A. So I find myself, like, I'm really bad where I'll be like, oh, I'll tidy that up later.
No!
Yeah, Marcus says that too.
If it takes less than 5 minutes, just do it there and then. That's what I always say.
I'm just not like that. I'm like, I'll get to it. But anyway, I'm trying to be more type A. And every time I do it, I think, oh, Charlotte would have done that. I'll pick up that towel. Charlotte would do that.
See, I'm making Marcus's life so much better.
You are. You are. He hates it. So the question we did today, unfiltered with us, is, do you ever struggle with lack of motivation in off seasons, and how do you cope with it?
Yeah.
So majority of these all just say sleep.
Yeah. I did read a few of them. I think it was sleep 6 hours instead of 5 hours.
That was short. Yeah.
To be fair, I do get you on that because, like, now I do get more sleep now, but before I moved to 444, I would get, like, average 5 hours sleep every single night.
Yeah, if you got, like,
even on the weekend,
hours, 7 hours, like, ooh.
Yeah, if I got 6.5 hours, that's like 9 hours to someone else.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
I'm a girl that needs to sleep. I'm having on average.
That's why I got so injured all the time.
What's my excuse? Because I was having about 8 hours. I was in bed by like 9 p.m. like snoring my head off. So, but yes, sleep is how. How do you deal with burnout and what do you do to fix it? I've had, not me, sorry, this person. Fear of burnout makes me rest every 3 days, otherwise I'm brain dead.
That's quite good, actually. That is a really good way to prevent the big burnout.
I wish I had that mate.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok earlier and it said said the biggest amount of discipline you can have or something like that is like resting when you need to rest or something like that. Or it was like resting before you're forced to rest, like before burnout.
Do you know what though? I think more people need to admit it and say, I need rest, because I'm the worst for it. I know that for a fact. I see people, and I literally said to Sai today, I was like, how do you do it? Like, the man must rest. Actually, no, he's an anomaly. He is an anomaly.
The only time he rests is when he goes to Scotland.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything.
I think his family forces him to rest. I don't know.
He has no choice.
But anyway, I think more people, when they rest or feel like it, need to say it, because now I'm getting a bit stronger with myself. I'm like, no, you will rest. But before, I felt almost weak to say it. Where then I look at Marcus, who
doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, who could do, like, finish the 100k ultra marathon. He was like, yeah, it was hard, but it didn't, like, push me to my limits. Yeah. Like, he's that kind of fit. And
but his limits are, like, sky high.
Yeah, but he'll happily be like, nah, fuck that. I want to rest today. Nah, my body hurts. And I'll be like, nah, come on. Come and do, like, a 5k plod with me.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. He's like, nah. Like, when he makes up his mind to rest, he makes up his mind.
That's such
I need to be like that. Yeah.
Strong thing to have.
What was the question again? How do you deal with burnout and
guiltness or like restlessness during
we need
off
to write
season?
down the question next time.
Yeah.
How do you deal with burnout and guilt during your off season? Yeah. This person is taking a holiday and really not stressing just for a week about food or training, but fuck, it's so hard.
I think going on holiday is a good way to do it, because you are let's say, I don't know, you go anywhere, you are sometimes more restricted to what you would do on holiday compared to like here. Let's say you go to a really hot country, you're not going to run as much, or if you do, you're going to really struggle because you're not used to it here. So then it's kind of just going to force you to, well, me anyway, that would force me to just go, okay, I'm just going to leave it this week.
Again, I'm all in or I'm nothing. I either go on holiday and I'm like, well, I love working out, so why am I going to stop?
Yeah.
And then I do loads and then I'm still trying to eat well. Or I go and I do absolutely nothing and I stuff my face. I need to find a happy medium.
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't been on holiday since last May. So...
Like last summer when I went to Ibiza, I made the girls book a hotel with a gym.
Oh, I remember you said you went to the gym or something.
Yeah. And when we did Bali with Marcus, again, I said I want to be close to a gym.
Yeah. I think, I did train on my holiday last year, but that was when I was on a run on my own. I fell over.
I remember.
Rolled my ankle, sprained my ankle, but actually fell to the floor. And my ankle was like the size of a golf ball. It was massive, like it was huge. Then I couldn't run.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Fuming. It was so bad. Like I rolled it. You know, like when you can run it off?
Yeah.
I literally rolled it and fell straight to the floor. Like it was so bad. And then this Spanish man swooped me up. I felt like some sort of I felt like some sort of main character in a film. They put me in a taxi, sent me back, and he paid for the taxi. I was like, thanks.
Oh, beautiful. How do you deal with lack of motivation and in your off season? I'm just chilling, reading or watching movies, anything, but I actually do feel guilt for not moving.
I think the guilt thing, like
Guilt gets me.
It's difficult to kind of shift, but I think the more you rest when you need to, the less, like, the better you get fighting that feeling of guilt.
Yeah, I get guilt. So I'm discovering on this podcast, I get everything, and you're just like mentally solid. You're like, nyeh,
Yeah.
nyeh.
Yeah. Don't really know what to say.
Maybe this will rub off on me as well.
Well, the type anus has, so...
Yeah,
anus?
Type anus, no.
Type A stuff has.
We need to go to bed.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Oh, it's 10 too.
How do you deal with lack of motivation in your off season? Having something booked keeps me motivated. Being part of a group also helps so much. Yes. Totally agree with that. Can't argue that.
Even if you don't ever book anything, it's just being part of a group. That's a big thing.
Yeah. You are a product of your environment.
Whether you're part of a gym or people that run together or just people that you see in and out of the gym every day.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Another person has put, rest and recovery looks like a nice long walk, active rest day. I struggle with actual rest. Yeah. I've started trying to do that a rest day is an active rest day instead.
Well, today's technically my active rest day, kind of. But obviously I've done yoga, but that was not fucking active rest this morning. Whereas I'll rest sometimes on Sundays. So
Sometimes.
But I'll always walk the dog, so do you class that as active rest? For me, no, because I always walk the dog.
But that is active rest.
Yeah, but if I was completely resting, I'd still walk the dog.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, it doesn't really matter.
How do you deal with lack of motivation and in your off season and guilt? Shit, I hate it. Feel lost and lazy. Spoiler alert, that was my one.
I just think, which is what you've done already anyway, it's like you either make like mini little milestones like the muscle up, or even if you don't make many little milestones, you just choose to focus on something completely different that maybe you've been a bit scared to try before or haven't had the time to try before. You channel it into kind of other things. If you don't enjoy it, fine, pick another thing.
Yeah.
But then you might find something that you really, really enjoy, and it just keeps the motivation there. Alive!
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up this episode. So how do we keep ourselves motivated during off seasons? It's setting mini goals.
New goals.
Giving myself a structure and a plan.
That I will look over and make sure it's okay.
Yes, you do. And
picking something you've never tried before.
Yeah. And just being around people who understand it and motivate me.
Yeah.
I'm just excited because I am motivated now.
Yeah,
this is the difference when people say there's two different sides of Phoebe. There is last weekend, anyone who saw me, and I was like moody the whole rocker because I was not motivated, and I was just like. And now this week I have a really good gym week.
Yeah, you started it this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm now hyperactive Phoebe again, motivated.
And then Marcus is going to come back and ruin it
all. There you go. Anyway, that is episode 5 done. We don't know what episode 6 is going to be yet.
Yeah, we actually don't know yet.
We'll find out.
Yes.
See ya.
Bye.